Bahrain Grand Prix almost upon us, there are a number of reasons to be excited for the start of the new Formula 1 season. Here are 5 reasons why we're excited for this weekend's race. Attention will be firmly on the reigning world champions in Sakhir after a troubled winter test. Mercedes had a far from ideal start to 2021, with reliability gremlins and rear-end instability hampering its programme. Mercedes uncharacteristically ended the 3-day test at the bottom of the mileage charts due to a number of niggling issues, including a gearbox problem on day 1, which left the team on the back foot. Lewis Hamilton had a pair of spins on consecutive days, the first of which caused a red flag with his Mercedes beached in the gravel at turn 13. Amid calls that Mercedes is simply sandbagging, come qualifying in Sakhir the gloves will come off, and we will know for definite whether Mercedes really is struggling or whether it's pulled the bluff of all bluffs. Just how bad Mercedes' issues are, coupled with Red Bull starting the season strongly, will dictate what kind of title fight we have in store this year. F1 fans are hopeful of a classic, swashbuckling scrap that runs the course of the 23-round season, and the early signs have pointed to the mouth-watering prospect of a battle between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. While Mercedes enters the campaign as clear favourites following its domination of the V6 hybrid era, teams have been forced to carry over large parts of their cars from last season to save money, and it was Red Bull who ended 2020 on a winning note. Red Bull and its engine partner Honda are going all out this year, with the Japanese manufacturer fast-tracking the development of a brand new power unit in its bid to help Red Bull clinch a first World Championship title since 2013 before it pulls out of F1. Against a strengthened Red Bull and ever-improving Verstappen, Hamilton looks set to have his work cut out as he embarks on his quest to win an unprecedented 8th world title this season. We will have to wait until qualifying for a true reflection of each team's respective pace, but following the Bahrain Grand Prix we will at least have an idea of who has had the best winter and is well placed for the rest of the campaign. The midfield pack was especially hard to try and quantify, with McLaren, Alpine and AlphaTauri all enjoying a strong pre-season, while Ferrari, Alfa Romeo and Williams also showed encouraging signs of improvement. Aston Martin is arguably the biggest unknown quantity given its reliability troubles and subsequent lack of miles, though Lance Stroll turned in some flashes of encouraging pace on Friday. While much has remained the same heading into 2021, there have been a raft of driver changes following a dramatic shake-up last year that was set off by Ferrari's decision to replace Sebastian Vettel. The Italian outfit signed Carlos Sainz to form Ferrari's youngest driver pairing in decades alongside Charles Leclerc, while McLaren swiftly moved to lure Daniel Ricciardo away from Renault as Sainz's replacement. Ricciardo's exit from the rebranded Alpine squad opened the door for 2-time world champion Fernando Alonso to complete a sensational return to the sport after 2 years away racing in other series. Vettel at one stage looked to be down and out of F1, but has been offered a lifeline to rebuild his reputation at Aston Martin, after the former Racing Point team rather unceremoniously booted out Sergio Perez, who in turn found an unlikely but deserved landing spot at Red Bull, replacing Alex Albon after the Anglo-Thai driver failed to live up to expectations last year. The legendary Schumacher name will return to the F1 grid this year for the first time since the end of the 2012 season following Mick Schumacher's graduation. Schumacher will make his hugely anticipated F1 debut with American team Haas at this weekend's Bahrain Grand Prix, having been crowned Formula 2 champion in 2020. As the son of 7-time world champion Michael, there is no doubt that Mick will face an added level of scrutiny and expectation compared to most F1 rookies, but the 22-year-old German insists he sees his name as a positive rather than a burden. Following in the footsteps of his legendary father, Schumacher is one of 3 rookies joining the F1 grid this year, all of whom have graduated from F2. One of them, Nikita Mazepin, will be his teammate at Haas. The other is exciting Japanese prospect Yuki Tsunoda, who is highly regarded by Red Bull and Honda and will make his F1 debut alongside Pierre Gasly at AlphaTauri. The 20-year-old has enjoyed a rapid 4-year rise up the single-seater ladder and has been promoted to F1 after an impressive rookie campaign in F2. What are you most looking forward to at this weekend's Bahrain Grand Prix? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Crash F1.